Texas Math Mundo audience, do we have a special treat in store for us? We have one of the most storied mathematical programs in the state of Texas for the last few decades. We have the Clements High School Math Team with us today. We have Dhilan Patel, Aryan Arora, and Justin Lai sharing their perspective, sharing their insights on UIL mathematics. The Clements High School team, the current edition, with us today. Right ahead. Let me take a moment and ask you, if you enjoy this sort of content, that you please hit the subscription button and the notification bell, smash that like button, and make a comment below. Right ahead, we have the Clements High School Math Team, a real joy, and I really look forward to talking to them. My name is Saul Cantu, and this is Texas Math Mundo. Texas Math Mundo audience, are we in store for an incredible treat? We have members of one of the most storied mathematics programs in the state. For decades, the Clements High School Rangers have been dominant. And today we have the latest edition of the Clements High School Rangers right here with us to share their perspective and their insights. Gentlemen, I'd like you to introduce yourselves. When I call your name, I'd like you to state your name and grade level, your favorite UIL event, and an interest or hobby that you have outside of UIL. Okay? I'll start. I'm Saul Cantu. I'm an old guy. I love UIL mathematics, and I like chess. All right, Aryan.
I'm Aryan Arora. I'm in 10th grade. My favorite UIL event is probably Number Sense. And one hobby that I have outside UIL is playing table tennis and hanging out with my cats.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Okay. Dhilan.
Hi, I'm Dhilan Patel, and I'm in 11th grade. My favorite UIL event is Number Sense because it's really fast-paced, and I like playing basketball and hanging with friends.
Great, great, great. All right, Justin Lai.
I'm Justin Lai. I'm in 10th grade as well. And my favorite UIL event is math because I think it's the most fun to do. And in my free time, I like to play video games and talk to my friends.
Awesome, gentlemen. Awesome. I can't thank you enough for being here. Clements doesn't rebuild. They just reload. And you all are the latest edition, man. All right. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the district results. Your team in 6A had the best score in mathematics, in number sense, and science. And you also advanced to region in calculator, by the ways. I want to ask you to talk about your individual performance at district. What did you feel about your performance? Aryan.
I think I definitely could have done better in number sense. I thought the test was pretty easy, but I ended up making a lot of dumb mistakes. And in science, I could have done a lot better on the physics portion. But overall, it was pretty good, my results.
All right, okay. So you're relatively satisfied? All right. Dhilan.
Overall, I think I did pretty good, but I definitely could have done better in calculator because I missed a lot of questions like number crunchers that I don't normally miss. But luckily, my team covered for me, and we managed to still advance to region.
How did you let Elkins beat you? I don't know. That was a nail. It went to the fourth score against Elkins in calculator. It went to That was incredibly tight. So that's going to be interesting in region. Justin, how do you feel about your district performance?
Well, for number sense, I was like Aryan. I thought the test wasn't that bad, but then I missed a lot on the back, so I definitely could have done a lot better. Then in calculator and math, I think I did pretty good. and our team did pretty good in all events.
I'd say you all did good. You all like got the top score in 6A in math, number sense, and science. You individually, Justin Lai, had the top score in 6A math. Dylan, you had the crazy 330 something in number sense. You had the top score in 6A number sense. You all are just an incredibly powerful team, man. You all did an excellent job. Excellent job. I applaud your accomplishment. Good job. I want to ask about the team dynamics. How is the team chemistry? You know, who are the leaders? And how would you describe your role on the team? Aryan.
I think like both Dylan and Justin are like really experienced in UIL, and they have like good advice to give like all of our team. But like otherwise, we like all help each other during our practices.
Okay, cool. Justin.
I like Aryan said, I don't think we really have like a clear cut leader. Like we all try to help each other as much as we can in practice, and like our team chemistry is unmatched. Like I don't think any other like school in the district or even the state will have better team chemistry than us.
Really? Dylan, do you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I don't think we have necessarily a leader because in practices we all are able to like answer each other's questions, and most of us have been friends for like a few years and have attended many contests, so our team chemistry is really good.
Really? Okay. Well, I want to ask about your practice schedule and your study habits. Do you spend more time in like AMC and the Olympiad stuff? Do you all practice that the UIL stuff? How does practice and what is your practice regimen like? What are your study habits personally like? Aryan.
We don't hold like that many practice sessions together. We do like a little bit more individual practice. I think we tend to like cram a lot a few days before the competition. So I think like we also tend to focus like a little more on math and science Olympiads than UIL. But like they can help by like, because we're like studying similar topics in them, it helps on UIL a lot as well.
Oh, absolutely. How about you, Justin?
Yeah, I would agree. Like our team might not practice like together the most, but like individually, I think we all practice a lot. And usually I'll practice whenever I feel motivated to, or like someone from Elkins will text me and then I'll feel like motivated to do better. So then I'll start practicing. But I usually just practice like a lot on the day before. And like I think studying like math Olympiads will like carry over to your skills in UIL. So I mostly study for math Olympiads more than UIL, like specifically.
Well, it's working. The best score in the 6A district tournament this year, so that's awesome. And how about you, Dylan?
I'd have to agree with what both my teammates said. So for me individually, I don't have like a practice schedule, I guess. I kind of just work on like when I'm motivated, like Justin, or when I have energy. And we all focus on Olympiads more so than UIL. But even though like a lot of people think like they're two completely different contests, they're both related because like some of the math that you learn, such as like things like geometry in a triangle, appear on UIL a lot. So they're definitely like practicing for one helps on the other. So I think it helps us.
Wow, yes. You know, a long time ago, I taught summer school at Clements, just so you know, because I used to teach in Hightower. I was going to say, what does it feel like to be part of such a storied program? Clements has been dominant for decades now. What is Clements High School like? I'm curious how you would describe it. Is it pressure packed? Is there a lot of stress? Aryan.
I think like yeah, our school in general is like pretty competitive, and everybody's like always about their GPA. Oh, I need to get the best grades, and so and like I guess that kind of carries into UIL as well. And we're naturally like competitive. Our team works hard to get like good results.
Justin.
Yeah, I agree with Aryan. Like it's a like competitive environment, but like you don't really have to tap into that competitiveness and like unless you want to. But for UIL, like there's kind of some pressure to do well because like in the past we've been like Clements has done so well in UIL everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. Dylan.
Yeah, I agree that Clements is really competitive. And I think that I like this because like, for example, even in UI, like in just UIL, when we have practices, I always try to like beat my teammates because it's like, an advantage for me because like I get happy from that. So I feel like this competitiveness helps us like do better.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got a great impression about the academic environment at Clements. The academic environment at Clements, in my opinion, is probably unsurpassed from what I've noticed. It's just great. There's a reason people want to live in that attendance zone. So, I'm kind of curious. Are you all from the Sugarland pipeline? When I think about competitive mathematics and Sugarland, I think about, Quail Valley, Ford Settlement, First Colony, and the magnificent math counts programs. I want to ask each of you to share how you got into competitive mathematics. What was that journey? And also, please make a shout out to those who inspired you along your way. Okay? Aryan.
I started in math competitions in like elementary school at Commonwealth, and I continued this at like Fort Settlement Middle School. And some of my inspirations were along the way were definitely like my mother, my brother, Miss Fegley, who's a teacher at Fort Settlement, and my calculus teacher this year, Mr. Boani. Also, shout out to the Texas Math Window Discord for encouraging us to do even better. I saw like many members thought like they thought our scores were like really good at the competition. I was like kind of motivated by this.
Absolutely. Good shout out. Justin.
Yeah, so I'm like Aryan. I started math in elementary school after a couple of my friends like started doing math. And then from there, I went to Quail Valley. And then like I did like a lot of math count stuff like under our coach, Miss Noah. And like she really helped with like the math progress. So shout out to Miss Noah, my parents, Mr. Garcia, head coach at Clements, and then like I guess Andrew too. And my teammates this year.
Andrew Kai?
Yeah.
Really? All right. Awesome. Justin, just so you know, I'm a Quail Valley Raider too, but like 50 years ago.
Yeah. It's the best school.
Great school. Dhilan.
So I started contest math in 6th grade because it was like a class that you could take at Fort Settlement, and a lot of my friends did it. And some of my inspirations were my parents, my brother, Andrew, who led our team last year and taught us a lot of things that like help us do good. Our coach, Mr. Garcia, and my teammates who are Justin, Aryan, Rich, Amy, Enoch, and another Aryan Bora.
Awesome. You know what I like? Y'all are from rival middle schools, Quail Valley and Fort Settlement. That's quite a rivalry. But now you get to high school and you're on the same team. That's awesome. Speaking of rivalries, I want to ask about your rivalries. Who are your rivalries like at the district level, state level, region level? Elkins and you and Calculator, that was a nail biter. How'd y'all let Elkins beat you all? Naveed's a pretty good, strong individual from Elkins. Allen High School out in the Region 1 looks like they're going to give you competition in math and maybe number sense. So who would you consider your rivals? Aryan.
I think that like a lot of our competition comes from our district because it's like really competitive. But like I'm excited to face like new competition from different schools at like regionals and state. We definitely have like a really good rivalry with Elkins, and we're really practicing hard to beat them and Naveed.
Yeah, Naveed, yeah. Justin.
Yeah, so I would also say that like our main like rivalry at region and districts is Elkins this year, because ever since like the Invitational B was released, like they've kind of been catching up to them, but then we grinded a lot over like that time period, and then we beat them in like most events at region. So we think that if we keep practicing like we did from like the B release to district, like we can win anything at state. Like we think we can beat Allen and Elkins if we practice a lot.
Awesome. And Dhilan.
I would have to say that our main rival, like as they said in district and region, are Elkins, because Elkins is like really good. Like this year, they tied us in calculator, and they were pretty close to us at math, with Naveed being like super good in both events. And also at region, North Shore is a rival for us because their calculator team is like has been dominant for so long. And I'm like also excited to face the people from Allen because I haven't really like seen their names before because I've been going to mostly like district contests where they haven't been there. So I'm excited to like see what they have to bring and see like if how the competition is and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Dulles because that's a quality program over there. But because of how powerful that district is, they got shut out. You know, with Elkins being powerful, Clements being powerful, they were the odd man out a couple of times. So I feel a little bad for Dulles, but they've had their years on top. They've had their Bobby Shen years. They've had their years. So now I want to ask about goals and predictions. Goals and predictions. I want you to give me what your personal goal is, team goals, and what your predictions are for region and state. Aryan.
All right. Personally, I compete in number sense and science, and I want to make like a lot less silly mistakes on number sense. I want to try to get a perfect score on both the chemistry and the physics portion of science because like I'm pretty good at those topics. I think our team can do like really well at regionals and states, and yeah.
All right, all right. So yeah, science. You're calling it? No, you're not calling it. I'm not. Okay, cool. Justin.
So for number sense, I think obviously our team goal is to win, and I think we have a good chance of doing that. But individually in number sense, I think I'm gonna try to catch up to Dylan because yeah, that's like a good good mark to set. And in calculator, I think our main goal is just try to make it out of region and into state. So we have to beat Elkins to do that. And then for math, I think maybe we're gonna try to we're gonna try to win team. Then hopefully we can place well individually too.
Awesome. Dylan.
So for my individual goals, I want to do really well in calculator and math because number sense is typically like what I excel at, and the other two are more like new events for me. So I want to like improve on those. And for the team, I hope that all of our teams can advance to state from region, so then we can like have the best chance to win win state overall.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you all look good, man. You all look powerful and strong, and I really wish you all the best of luck. You all look incredibly strong. So here's the deal. You all are elite members of one of the premier math programs in the state of Texas, right? So a lot of kids look at you all, are awe-inspired by you all. Like, wow, the Clements high school math team, those guys are great. So I want you to take a moment and offer some advice to maybe a youngster or some peers across the state. What would you advise them as they're embarking on their mathematical journey? Aryan.
I'd say like specifically for number sense, you should like try to review a lot of rules and like look back at your test and figure out the fastest way to solve problems. Like in my middle school at Fort Settlement, we like personally practiced a lot of number sense cards, and they really helped improve our scores. And for science, I think that the best thing you can do is take like the AP science courses in high school. Those are like really helpful and can help you answer like a lot of questions on AP, on the science part of UIL.
Oh, good advice. Justin.
So I think my advice would be just to like keep working, like keep doing tests. Like even if you don't think you're going to do that well, just know that like the work that you put in will be like reflected in the scores that you get.
Awesome. Dylan.
So I think that like for me, for example, when I first started these contests, like I wasn't like winning or performing really well. I didn't even place in like a single event my whole first year. So I think my biggest advice would be like to not give up and to keep trying, and just you'll get better over time because practice makes perfect. So don't give up and hope that one day you'll get to like a level which you'll be proud of.
Great advice. You know, I hope if any of y'all wins individual state champion, that you'll give me an interview so I can tell more of your story. You know, to be an individual state champion, that's an incredibly great feat. You know, think about it. The whole state of Texas, you're number one. How special is that? So if any of y'all make state championship, I'm offering the invitation right now. Give me an interview, man. Let's tell more of your story. So, any final words or parting thoughts as we conclude this interview? Aryan.
I just want to like talk about someone who's been like a really good inspiration and like he's motivated us to do like a lot better at UIL. I just want to say shout out to my guy Naveed Ahmed.
Great shout out, man. Great shout out. Awesome. Justin.
Yeah, I would also like give a shout out to Naveed. And also, I would like to shout out, this channel. Like, you should definitely subscribe. The live streams are really fun to go to. All the videos are like quality content that like you can learn from past UIL champions.
Naveed's getting a lot of love, and my channel's getting a lot of love. I appreciate that. Dylan.
I also want to shout out the channel. I actually watched the video from a couple of days ago, and Leo Ramirez Sr., he was actually someone who, like, when I was practicing in middle school, he had like this website of number sense tricks, and I actually went to it and learned a lot from it, and that's how I got to like the level I am right now. So it was pretty like inspirational to watch.
Whose website?
Leo Ramirez Sr.
Oh, Leo Ramirez. Okay, yes. Awesome.
And also, I would want to say that you guys should definitely like look out for our results at region, because we're gonna do even better than we did at district.
Throwing down the gauntlet. I love it. We're gonna do another live stream for the regional results. So I hope you all chime in. I hope to be calling your names out quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? So there'll be another live stream, some interaction. Hopefully I can get the Discord to work now. Maybe y'all can call in. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. Gentlemen, let me say something. From a distance, the Clements team can look so intimidating, because you all are just like, you look smart, it's like from a distance, y'all can be. And so what makes me happy is that you came on my show and you showed some personality, you showed some character, and now people know you on a different level, just how human you are. It's so easy to believe that you're not human when you look at your scores. It's so intimidating. Like, just look at the scores and get intimidated by Clements. So I can't thank you enough for coming on this show, showing some of your personality, sharing your perspective. I really appreciate it. And of course, as always, I do applaud your academic performance. Your academic performance is unsurpassed, and that's why you're on this show. And so I really appreciate that. I'm going to be at region. So I want you all to tap me on the shoulder, give me a fist bump. I want to say hi to each and every one of you all in the region, if possible. If our paths cross, I want to make sure I say hi, man, because I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your participation in the live streams. I appreciate your participation on the Discords. I just really, really appreciate y'all. A heartfelt thank you. Hey, say hi to your coaches for me, Mr. and Miss Garcia. Make sure you say hi to the coaches for me. A heartfelt thank you, guys. I wish you the very best. I'll be at region, and I'll be paying attention to your scores. Thank you very much, and farewell, gentlemen. Farewell.
All right, thank you for the interview.
Hey, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Take
Thank
care,
you.
gentlemen. Wow, what a great conversation with these excellent young gentlemen. I really enjoyed them. Their good nature really came through. They're just a great bunch of guys. It's very clear that they have a great academic environment and social environment at Clements High School. That was a pure joy. Thanks, fellas, and good luck at regionals. Now, let me take a moment and pause and ask that if you enjoy this sort of content, please hit the subscription button and the notification bell, smash that like button, and leave a comment below. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Let's spread this joy, let's spread this content to more and more people. Thank you very much. I got plenty more in store for this channel, and I appreciate your support. My name is Saul Cantu, and this is Texas